first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
Now here's Dragic. Got a piece of it. Parker with the steal. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. From outside the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They're not having much success at all right now.
Now they need to shuffle their lineup a little bit. Try to find a combination that works.
Wade double teamed. Dishes it to Bosh. 6 to shoot. No luck. So the Spurs will take it the other way. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
With the amount of titles and rings the Spurs have racked up in their careers, Coach admitted it could be a little intimidating playing against them. He said Duncan is an instant Hall of Fame guy, and that can scare teams. We have to be fearless and play just like they are any other team, any other extremely talented team. Easier said than done, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. Three-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy, fast break baskets.
Going on a nice run here, and defensively, you got to force them to operate in the half court. This won't get it done. Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Leonard. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. That's 5 straight wide open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Dragic. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
A shot by Duncan, nobody around. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. There's the bucket. Good. Green's got 8 points.
Defensively, this team is just giving up way too many open looks.
You're exactly right, and to battle back, they've got to shore that defense up, Steve.
Here is Whiteside. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the Spurs with possession. From deep three-point range. Can't hit. Dragic with some nice D. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here. Well, what can you say about the Spurs at home? I mean, they've been dominant here for so long. It's a shot whenever they lose at home.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Now here's Parker. He has 6. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
That's a bad shot. You really hurt your team by taking a shot from that range. You put your defense in jeopardy.
And it certainly won't make him any friends with his teammates.
Duncan gets a wide open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Duncan's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs. The Spurs were dominant at home once again, as you mentioned, guys. 32 wins for them, Steve, and they shot great, absolutely great in this building.
Well, you don't win 50 games for 15 straight years, Kevin, without being dominant at home, and that's what the Spurs have done. So they just get the job done. I mean, they're tough to beat here in San Antonio, and obviously a wonderful shooting ball club.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Parker with the steal. Shoots the three. That's good. Parker's got his third bucket of the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break hoops, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Now here's Duncan. From deep. And again, Tony Parker for three. Parker's got 12 points in the game.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
15 seconds on the shot.
Knocks it loose. Parker with the steal. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Bosh against Leonard. Now here's Wade. Tight defense on him, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. That's good. 15 points for Parker.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
The offensive rebound.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Leonard, no luck.
He's not the best three-point shooter, and from that range, no way. That's a bad shot.
Needless to say, and I'm saying it anyway, he doesn't fit that description.
Ginobili with the three, and that one's good. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Here's Parker, and that one's good. Parker's got 17.
That's a great start for him, hitting 75% from the field on 8 attempts. For those of you that are struggling with math, he's 6 of 8.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Baines is checked in. Diaw comes in for Duncan. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now here's Wade. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Dang. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Well, if you remember early in Eric Spoelstra's head coaching career, when he was new and the big three were assembled, there were some people questioning Spoelstra's command, maybe even within the team. Those questions are long gone now. He has become an excellent head coach.
And here's Dragic. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Diaw. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Well, they played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
Right side, no good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
For Miami, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Now here's Wade. Bellinelli is covering. Bosh heads the pick for Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bosh, the screen. The three-pointer off the mark. Mills with it. Bellinelli with the 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Bellinelli's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And the whistle blows. He decides to foul intentionally for some reason. Odd.
I'm not sure why you would foul right there, Kevin. That's obviously not the smart thing to do, so a mistake there.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Ginobili, that's good.
And those are not the kind of three-point opportunities you can give to shooters in the NBA. These guys are just too good.
You're exactly right. It'll burn you every time, just like it's burning them here.
Stolen by Ginobili. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. From the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Now, here's Chalmers, covered by Mills. To stop the run. No good from Wade.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
And here's Mills for three. That's good.
The defense has done very little to slow him down so far.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Yeah,
I know you agree with that, Steve.
no, totally. You got to play with control and composure, Kevin.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
And that's what's built them this early lead. Deadly shooting from behind the arc.
Yeah, the D better start getting out there on him, Steve, and soon.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Diaw with the steal. Beyond the arc. And good on the basket. Book it.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, they've got far too many turnovers this half. That's the reason that they're losing the basketball game.
Absolutely.
And guys, sometimes it's just trying to do too much. I think they're trying to be aggressive, but they're forcing the issue a little bit.
Now here's Ginobili. 12 points for him. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And as you said, the defense unable to stop the barrage from outside.
Well, defensively, they need to do a better job of, one, pressuring the ball, disrupt their offensive rhythm, and then you've got to get to shooters, especially when they're shooting as well as these guys are.
Dang against Ginobili. Dang goes in. Here's Anderson. Dang passes to Anderson. And Chalmers kicks to McRoberts. Poked loose.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Ginobili. The stupendous finish in traffic. Ginobili's got 17 now.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Wade outside. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, really at both ends of the floor. Nothing seems to be going their way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Joseph, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. This is his first free throw of the game.
Corey Joseph.
Free throw good, Joseph. The Heat came into last season looking to three-peat, and anything less would have been a disappointment.
Yeah, well, you could see that they were focusing on the playoffs last year. The Bobcats didn't really stand a chance against them in round one. It was easy pickings for the Heat.
The Heat making a switch here. Haslam's checked in. Here is McRoberts looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose. Diaw with the steal. Now here's Joseph. Wade is covering. Bellinelli dishes to Baines. He got it up. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Oh, what a three at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note. What a big...
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. It's San Antonio running away with it. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drive? rotation.